the Toyota Tour de OROC. Matthew Dickerson, how are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks, Rod. Always good to be chatting about Tour de OROC, and the team are really excited. It's only 2 months before we'll be out there in your region riding away. Hopefully beautiful weather to look around the region. The region look a bit greener than last time we were out there.
And it should have been already done and dusted, but because of COVID, you had to put it off late last year.
Yeah, it was a tough decision. We called the decision. We normally go on the first the long weekend in October each time. And about end of August, we were talking about it. We were thinking, surely this pandemic's going to be behind us by October, surely. But in the end, we had to make a call, so we decided against it. And luckily we did, because we wouldn't have been able to run it in October. It would have been illegal for us to run that event in October. So we put it back to the late end of March, and hopefully, I'm not sure now, but hopefully it'll all go ahead, full steam ahead. I mean, surely we'll be out of the pandemic restrictions by then. So, yeah, look, it's full steam ahead for it. Unfortunately, the big issue there has been some of the riders that had gotten time off work, that had all gotten themselves ready to ride in October. When it was put back by several months, things changed in their life. Maybe they moved away, different jobs. So we've actually got a few vacancies there for riders now. We were full and it was fantastic. We had 30 riders registered. That's the maximum we're allowed to have on the ride, but we've now got a few vacancies. So anyone out there that's been doing a bit of training, that's keen to ride around the region, please contact us.
All right, and it's March 21 to 26?
March 21 to 26. We'll start in Mudgee on the 21st of March, go through to Armatree that night. From day 2, that'll be Tuesday the 22nd, we'll go up to Walgett. Day 3, we'll go across to Burke, so we'll be in Burke overnight that night. So hopefully we'll catch up with you and the 2Web team, and then we'll go down to Cobar, cross to Warren, and then back into Dubbo on the Saturday afternoon.
And you'd still have sponsors lined up?
We've got sponsors on there, and we will do a bit of a push for sponsors as we get closer. We want to try and break a Guinness World Record again. We've so far had 3 Guinness World Records that the event has captured over the years, and that's in relation to the number of logos on the jerseys. So we've got a fair few now, but we're still probably 30 short at this stage. So we'll do a bit of a push for sponsors as we get a little bit closer. At the moment, we want to secure the riders, but certainly if anyone's interested in sponsorship, let us know as well. And that jersey, not only is it on the jerseys of the riders as they ride around the region, so you get good exposure there, most riders are very proud they've ridden in that, and I still see people in their jerseys from the 2013 event just as I go around the region, and people are out there riding and they're very proud they've ridden in that event, so they like to wear that jersey. So it's a good long-term prospect for a sponsor.
And the Toyota Tour de OROC, just to remind our listener, what's it raising funds for?
We're raising funds for Macquarie Homestay. The entire concept back in 2013 when the event started was to give some initial fundraising to Macquarie Homestay, which didn't exist at the time. Since then, we've run it every second year to keep injecting funds. The government's come in and injected some funds. So it's great now because Macquarie Homestay exists. And as we go around the region, every place we stop at, someone will come and tell us a story about their stay at Macquarie Homestay. They had to come down to Dubbo for some medical procedure or a childbirth or a whole range of reasons they need to come from a medical perspective, and they stay at Macquarie Homestay. And the experience they have there is, apart from the sad part of they might need to be going for some medical procedures, the stay at Macquarie Homestay makes it all very much worthwhile in terms of at least getting some feeling that they're getting some comforts from home and a very friendly atmosphere there. So it's all about giving people from around the region somewhere to stay.
Yep, I've had the opportunity to stay there a couple of times myself, and it's just been fantastic.
Yeah, and one of the things that we do, the Rotary clubs in Dubbo all got together and started delivering meals out to Homestay on a Thursday night. So each club takes it in turns. We'll take a meal out there and basically save people doing their own cooking out there, but also just have a chat. It's as much about feeding them as it is about some social interaction, getting people together. That's been a bit tough during COVID. We've still been delivering meals out there, but we haven't had the social side of it. But obviously we can start to get back out there and do that again. And people really appreciate that. Just someone to talk to, just some friendly faces, and it gets the people that are all staying there around together at the same time.
All right, just a reminder again, how can people be involved if they want?
Certainly, if they send an email to info@tourdeoroc.bike, they can register, or they can just go to tourdeoroc.bike on the web, and there's a registration form there. Fill it in. It only costs $600 to be part of it. That's a fully supported ride for 6 days. All your food, all your accommodation, everything is covered for that $600. And then we just want you to do some fundraising as well to add to the coffers of what the event's all about, which is raising money for Macquarie Homestay.
Matthew, I thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Rod.